Hello, welcome back to From the Source podcast, episode 9. Today we're going to be talking about something that we probably all either watch or do, or it's definitely something that I now do for this podcast. And it's kind of around viral challenges or viral things we see on social media that is related to running, basically. And are these challenges and the influence that social media has on people, is that kind of hurting or helping runners, and like even runners that are beginning their fitness type journey? So today we're going to speak about some kind of running trends that I've seen on socials, pros and cons of social media around the accountability, how to kind of join challenges as a new runner, and kind of finding your balance between are these challenges an inspiration for you, or are they just too much pressure? So we'll get straight into it. Trying to keep these episodes kind of like short, sharp, 20 minutes, like information bursts for people to listen to. So a few trends that I've seen. So it's kind of a 100-day run streak, or like a marathon a day for a month. I've seen a guy do a marathon a day. I think it's for 128 days. That's for a charity and stuff. So the people I've seen on my socials anyway, without searching everyone, is a 100-day run streak. So that isn't, 100k a day, 100 times, but it's kind of progressively starting off maybe like at 1 or 2k at the start, and then building it up and maybe doing like your first 5k 10 days in, and kind of building it up to that. And I think that's actually quite a good idea. There's not a lot of pressure on that, even though it's quite a big number, 100 days, but it allows you to just ease yourself into it. It's a bit like a couch to 5k really. It's not just you start on day one and it's just a walk around the park, and then the next day it's like, right, let's do a 5k. So over those 100 days you could actually probably get quite a lot of mileage in quite easily, with the least amount of pressure. A marathon a day, especially the one that's 128 days in a row, that's a bit extreme. So this isn't for all the runners that are just starting off their journey to go out and just crack out marathons every day. I mean, the guy was in absolute bits near the end. He started off really well, stretching and before and after his runs, but by the end he literally couldn't bend his hips and he was in a really bad way, but he was miles fitter. So I think when he finished that running challenge and he gets back into running, he's got like a really good base to kick on and potentially be like a better marathon runner. So those are like two common streaks that I'm seeing out there. But if you're a new runner, listen to this podcast, start with a 100-day run streak and even just break it up into 10 blocks of 10 days and just keep chipping away at it, and be interesting to see what your actual distance is on day 100, because I reckon it's way more than what you think it is. It's a bit like the savings challenge people do, where it's like a penny a day, and or penny for every day you do it. I can't remember what it's called, but by the end of it you save like a decent amount of money because it builds up at the end. Another common thing I've seen is the new Strava like art feature, graphic. So people are adding that in. I've seen quite a lot of people that are literally just doing like a tiny little circle around the park and then adding it on. It's a bit of a weird thing, but I think people are linking it to the music and stuff to trend and help grow, their channels and stuff. And then one that I always see, which is mainly females doing it, is the get ready with me running clips. So they describe their whole outfit and where it's from, and how long they've been running in it for, and which sponsors give it to them and stuff like that. I'm probably on the fence with this. I think the short, sharp, quick, kind of cool type videos. But if you're just starting off, it potentially shows you the wrong image, gives you the wrong picture, because you're like, oh yeah, I want that nice top because that looks good, that nice running vest, or those running shorts. And you end up like buying all the stuff and then being like, I don't even want to go running, or I'm not even completely sold on doing it yet. So it kind of goes both ways. But I think the people that are probably doing the running videos have got links in the bio for affiliates and percentages off and links and stuff like that. So I think that's where that comes into. But they're engaging videos and they do well on views if that's what you're after, and comments. So so those are some of the trends. They're very engaging for most people. I think out of all them, obviously the 100-day one's a good one. That's like if you're watching that day in, day out of that guy, for example, it's a great story that he can tell. It's a great story for you to come along and stuff, and build you a bit of a community on your socials and gets people behind you and that lot. Like I said, the Strava running route's just a bit of a graphic, and the Get Ready With Me is neither here nor there. If I was to do a Get Ready With Me, I'd probably just kind of take the piss with it, really. Not completely sold on it. So a few pros and cons of this social media accountability thing, which I've banged on about before. And, some people may or may not be aware of it, but a bit of the pros, I've got 3 pros and 3 cons basically that I could think of. So a big pro is it's built in kind of motivation for you. So even if you're just starting, you'll end up running because people are watching your videos or people are commenting, so you feel like you don't want to let them down, which then fills you with motivation because people are watching. So it makes you run more, and you just carry on each day, and it helps you to stay consistent with it. So, it's a good thing for that. Gives you a bit of a sense of community on your socials. So, like I'm wanting to do with the podcast and the run club and stuff like that, create a bit of a community for people to comment, potentially meet up, potential giveaways and stuff like that. You get encouragement from, random followers on the internet or fellow runners that, for example, like would be in the run club and stuff. So it helps kick you on. And I think that sense of community, and if you're just starting off, that, I'm not alone in this and I'm going through this pain with someone else type feeling, it all helps. That community will just kick you on up until that point where you feel like you can do it on your own and, get by, and you past like being a newbie and you're more experienced. So using the social media kind of helps you normalize, in a way, being a beginner as a runner, and knowing that there's like people out there doing all types of paces. When I was talking about the Strava art graphic before, I've seen a lot of people putting up like being proud and putting up the like 6:30 7-minute K pace, which, people have this weird perception that people are bothered about the times, and it's a bad thing that you're running 6:30 and everything else. But to you, that's a quick time from where you come from, say doing 10 minutes a K. So putting it on socials just helps you even join those communities of where there's the 6:30s or the 5:30s or the 4:30s or whatever it is. So you can build and be better and grow together and potentially run together. So it's all that, like, every pace is welcome. There's a run club near us, I think they use like just your face, no pace and stuff. So it's kind of just rock up, and there's like no set pace for this run club. If you want to go quick, you can run off with them lot. If you want to stay with everyone else and just have a chat and stuff, that's great. On the flip side of it, kind of a con to the social media, or 3 cons to the social media, it can create a lot of pressure. So that 100-day run streak, I know I said is a good thing, but also that could create a bad thing because you kind of like, today I have to run because I'm doing this 100K and I've been posting every day and it's day 49 and I've got to get to 50 and carry on. puts a lot of pressure on you to perform, and you will find a lot of people out there that will fake the progress, as in, well, on the podcast TikTok, say I'll film a running video today, but I won't post it today because I'll edit it tonight and post it tomorrow. So when I post it, I'm kind of like a day behind each time. But there is some people that will say, make a running video, and it's a proper running video, and it's the running video they're doing today, and they'll post it today. But they'll take little snippets of that clip and use it tomorrow for day 50, for example, and kind of fake the progress and tell everyone that they're running today when it's actually a clip from yesterday. So there's a lot of that happen. I'm not saying everyone does it, but I have seen videos where people kind of have done it. It's pretty obvious where they're wearing the same top and they're running the same route behind them, and everything is just completely the same. So it's pretty obvious. And if you're able to find them on Strava and that lot, you can find out that they didn't run that day. That's just going into like full stalker mode, but there is people that do that as well. Can get you into a bit of like a comparison trap. So social media can make you feel like, especially if you, all goes back to the new runners, and I really want to like make sure new runners aren't getting put off starting, because it's great when it all clicks and you start enjoying it, but the social media, if you're following the wrong people or looking at the wrong stuff, it can make you feel like you're not good enough to be a runner, which is mad, because whose right is it to tell you that you shouldn't be a runner? You can go out there, it's completely free, just buy the stuff and go out. There's no one telling you, oh, you're too slow, it's a Sunday, it's only like 5-minute K runners today. It's a load of bollocks. So it can make you feel like you're not good enough to be a runner. So please don't let that put you off, because it's not a nice situation for you to be in. It's a bit of a sad situation that someone's made you feel like that, when you're trying to actually do a good thing, maybe get fitter, lose weight, just get faster at running, whatever it is. So don't let anyone else kind of put you off that. The social media can kind of, in a way, lead you to a bit of burnout, bit of injury. I know I said the 100-day run streaks was a good thing at the start, but I just feel like I'm just laying into it now. But even that, for example, can like lead you to get burnout or injury, because you're pushing yourself to video the content for that day, and you might not want to run a 10K today. You might just want to do 5 and just tootle around, but because you're kind of in that social media is the way, and I must post for these invisible people out on the internet that may or may not watch me. You push yourself too far just for that content, and it's not for the training purposes being the main thing, and you just happen to video it. You make yourself injured, which then kicks you back, and then you potentially could get burnout as well. So that all affects it. So moving on to kind of how do you join these challenges safely as a new runner? I think before I get into them, it's like actually the first point, I'd thought of something else at the top of my head, but it's actually the same thing. So it's about, you want to do the 100-day run streak, maybe start small and break it into just 10 days. So get to 10 days, see how you feel. You probably feel like shit if you just started, but I'm not going to lie to you. And then you do another 10 and another 10, and then turn it into a 30-day challenge. And then think, right, I can actually extend this to 100 days. So start small. Don't try and completely obliterate your body. Kind of links into the second point here. So listen to your body. So it's okay to have a rest and adapt to the challenge. So if you're doing the 100K, saying 100K because Connor's just completed his 100K ultra today. So just on my mind all the time. Bit jealous, but yeah, congrats to Connor. Yeah, so you listen to your body, and it's okay to have a rest. So if you're doing that 100-day run challenge today, even if you just run 2 or 3K, it's still classed as a run. even though you had it in your head that you wanted to do like 10 today, don't be ashamed to just slightly tweak the challenge. You've still ran, still part of the 100-day streak, but you've not like killed yourself off, to do more than you did the day before. Be clear on kind of why you're starting this running challenge. So that could just be, like I said, to get fitter, to do it for charity, to lose weight, to just like run for fun because, for example, you play tennis and you want to do something different, so you just want to be a runner now. Find out like your why and why you want to do it, because there has to be something that makes you want to do it. And it's not just to say, oh, I ran for 100 days, because if you're doing it for someone else and it's an external thing, you will tap out, because that motivation will just fall away. It has to be like answering that why completely. Like, are you doing it for yourself, or are you just doing it to just get clout and followers on TikTok or Instagram or whatever? Because on the podcast TikTok, I just post like running videos, and I'm not trying to make them fancy. I'm not trying to do anything. They're just like raw running type videos. And I just post them. I just let them run. I'm not bothered if no one watches them. I'm not bothered if like 1 million people like them. I just keep posting them. So I'm running because I want to get faster and better at like shorter distances, marathon paces, whatever I want to do. And the videos are just secondary to that. And also that now feeds into the fourth point, which is kind of don't chase those trends that kind of don't align with your goals or what you want to achieve. So if you're looking at like, the get ready with me trends, for example, just for like social media clout, they don't agree with me, because I feel like I just look like a Wally, and who wants to see me half naked putting a t-shirt on saying, this is from Under Armour, please buy it type thing. The Strava art routes and stuff I've not really got into, but I could never be arsed. I just post on Strava and tag the run club and just leave it. I'm not like that into that. So make sure the goals you want to achieve are alongside the fitness goals that you want to achieve. And like I said, if you're just running for someone else or something else, I say that, but like be it a charity, then that's a bit different. But if you're just running to press a girl that's running around the same park as you, you're more than likely just going to embarrass yourself, because you'll just end up keeling over in front of her because she'll be absolutely knackered and she probably runs a quicker pace than you do. So yeah, do the trends for you and do the social media for you. I think you'll see that all over the place. People like post because you like to post it, not because you see someone posting content you like and like want to copy it. It's got to be what you want to post and what you like doing. So finding your balance between using social media as inspiration and how social media can pile on a lot of pressure for you. So, I mean, think what I've just said before, but like kind of use the social media as like your spark for creating different types of content and maybe going down a funny trend route and using the Strava stuff and do like that. But if you're just going out for a run just to get that Strava graphic, which you can put over a video and then come back to running in 2 weeks' time, don't look at me if you're not any fitter because you've not done any running. You're literally just doing it for a Strava graphic. So kind of tweak everything to pull inspiration from everyone else and tweak it to like your needs. People trying to copy what I'm doing, running, that's never ran before. You'll be able to do it, but it won't end well. There'll be nights of pain and stuff like that until your body's used to it. So don't let social media drive your fitness journey completely. And a big one is also what I said before, is about kind of running for the likes and the views. And if you're running for the likes and the views, you'll never get better at running. Because at the start, when you start using social media, you get no likes and no views. So you'll be really put off by it, and you probably won't even run after that again. So run because you want to run, and you just so happen to bring your camera with you or your phone or whatever it is, and you're just recording that at the same time. Don't just run a little bit, get your phone out and be like, yeah, this is really tough, guys, and then put your phone down and stop running, and then just post it. People are able to see through that. And another thing is this whole fitness journey, run journey, whatever you're on as a new runner or an experienced runner, it's like your journey. So, taking advice that I'm saying, I'm no professional. I just, I've always been into fitness and always been into running. Take little bits of what I'm saying and little bits of what other people are saying and tweak that to your running journey, and don't just completely run my journey or someone else's. Like, run your own, make your own journey, make your own social media. And that's kind of the cliche thing that makes us all unique, is that we can all do so many different things different to everyone else. That's like the great thing about all of this. It's not down to like copying my running technique, what I'm wearing, where I run. We all run different. So run your journey, kind of stay in your lane, use other people as like motivation, inspiration, and kind of just like, get after it. Run clubs like we've got with the podcast and stuff are great. Just posting stuff in there, just let it run. People will like it, people won't like it, but at the end of the day, you're getting there, you're getting out there, doing what you want to do, sticking to it. So, that's the main thing. Use social media as like a tool to help you running, not like the tool that makes you run. That's where the difference lies. Use your running plan that you've probably bought off someone or made your own on like your watch. Use that as the guide to help you get better. Don't let social media be the thing that's like dragging you, because it probably won't happen. But if social media was to end tomorrow and that was the only thing that got you out running, you're going to be knackered. So if you are trying any of kind of these challenges I've mentioned or any other challenges out there, comment or send us a message and let us know what challenge you're currently doing, kind of, where it is or what it is, or who is it for? Is it for a charity or anything? Kind of what's helped you stay on with that challenge, kind of what's hurt that challenge and hindered you. Be interested to know what challenges are out there, because I wouldn't mind trying one, which I can just add into my training plan. It's just like little bits that just help me along the way, just kind of break it all up. Because now when I'm going out for like a zone 2 long run, I have to just add in like a quick little tempo just to like blast me through the next bit, because I just get bored running the same pace. It's just, a bit painful. So, if you're out there and you're not kind of following the podcast and you want to follow it now, listening on Spotify or Apple Podcast, please hit the subscribe button, is it? Or like button? I can't remember what it is. Carry on watching it. Weekly podcast episodes coming out, released every Monday morning, audio form, and 6 p.m. at night on a Monday for the video form. If you're listening to this or seeing this post on Instagram or TikTok, tag the podcast in, any runs that you're doing. I actually want to see what people are doing. There's more people been commenting recently, so I can see kind of their fitness journey and stuff. Share some tips on these videos for the people that are watching it. And, any video that comes out on socials this week or, in the future, I'll try and share as many like little tips as I can about, what I do and what helps me. And if you're following the TikTok, you'll definitely see that personal journey. And for everyone who wants to join the Run Club, the link is in this YouTube video, or the links across like all the social media. I'm also looking at just creating like a little mini website as well that people can jump on, write a few like little blog articles and maybe get, some other things on the website. I've kind of not really thought that much into it, but we'll see. hopefully that covers everything, like running challenges wise. Anyone got any more topics or conversations that you want me to talk about in the future? I've got quite a few running based topics to speak about, because that's the only thing I kind of do at the minute now, is just run, basically. I didn't have anything else to say then, so it's basically just running. So plenty more topics to come, plenty more episodes to come. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.